That's a line that Nils Lofgren plays on Neil Young's Tonight's the Night album. It's on the title track. And when Neil Young references Bruce Berry picking up his guitar and playing, Nils plays this. It comes off an F. It's a real badass line. And it ends on an F. So we play it. Then to the A. Play this twice. And right after that, when Neil Young does a line about how he heard the news a chill run down his spine, Nils plays a phrase that goes like that, right? Now you can play without the volume control. You press the G note and you get that a chill run down my spine effect. So we press the G note, bend the note, apply a vibrato and then let it down. If we do it with the volume control, it's a bit more pronounced. So that's let me tell you when I heard the news, chill run down my spine. Well, the solo I played a minute ago was from Neil Young's Tonight's the Night again, and it's on a song that we Nils fanatics really love called Speaking Out. It's the one that starts with the piano. There's a short solo, there's a second solo. Where you hear Neil Young clearly say, "Alright Nils," and Nils plays. Now my friend Ian and I have both, after concerts, had the opportunity to say hello to Nils Lofgren, and we both asked him pretty much the same question. Ian asked him how was the Tonight's the Night tour, the Neil Young tour, where the support band, if any of you saw that tour, I didn't, but my friend Ian did. The support band was the Eagles. And a few years later, I said to Nils that I'd finally found the album on CD, and Speaking Out, 40 years later, sounded just as fantastic. Now, it's a solo that goes between A and an F sharp minor tonality, right? So you hear Nils play this. Right? Which is pretty standard blues like, but it's got the ninth. So it's got that like, right? And we end on this C sharp. So we play a normal little trill. Right? And then got the neck. And Nils plays that. It's like, none more Nils. So it's D up to E, high G, and then that phrase, right? Now we're getting into a more melodic bit of the solo where Nils plays. Right? So that is. So it's like an F sharp minor chord up to E. And then it ends on one of them. So right. It then goes to an octave section. This is a banana skin. Now, I'm not going to do it, but it's very, very easy for one finger to do that, and it's pretty horrendous. So extend that line. We're going from C sharp, then we're going F sharp A. And then we're playing an F, and a D, and then we're into the end of the verse. Right? So very slowly, that is. Then this stinging. Right? Then the octave bit. Down to the E, F, D. You're holding my baby and I'm holding you, I believe is what Neil Young sings at the end of that verse. So that's it. That's Nils Lofgren's solo from Speaking Out. It may have been the first time that a lot of people actually heard Nils or were aware. Speaking for myself, when I was about 14, one of my friends had an album called Steve Stills 2. And I don't know if any of you will remember this, but Steve Stills 2 and Crosby, Stills and Nash were LP records on vinyl that came in a furry cover. You know, they weren't high gloss and shiny, the cover was furry, and they both opened out. And Steve Stills one, it was very, very hard to read the print, you know, it's tiny little letters. And for guitar it had Steve Stills, obviously, Eric Clapton, he was quite well known even then, and then it said Nils Lofgren. And my friend and I, you know, used to think, he must be a kind of lumberjack type guy, you know, because his name is Nils Lofgren. We just imagined a Scandinavian man mountain called Nils Lofgren. Right after that, of course, after the Gold Rush came out by Neil Young, and there's Nils credited with playing the piano, and then Grin. And then 40 years of Fabulous Records. So that's another Nils Lofgren video, and that was Nils solo that I absolutely love from Speaking Out. All right, Nils.